Hello, I'm going to be going over my lesson plans. So as you see at the very top, I have an overview of transformations just to let the students know exactly what they need to have done. So first we have review, what they need to go over, which is like the 2 PowerPoints and then the 1 short video that goes over one of the PowerPoints with that has key elements. And then participate, so this is a discussion board, when can transformations be used, and then I have some practice, some videos that they can go through if they don't fully understand some parts of the lesson, and so they have opportunity to go through any type of problem they would encounter, which would be the translation video to the rotation 180-degree video. And so I have that written right here. You can go through the videos to see how people step by step walk through different types of transformation problems, because some people will be looking at these PowerPoints and they will understand it within a second, and they don't need to get more practice because they already understand it. And then also other people will need to see it written out or said in a different way. And then we have the assignment as well. And so I'm going to just walk through this first PowerPoint. This one is just a little bit more generic about what exactly transformations are. And so it's saying, like, what are our learning targets, some questions that will be answered throughout this PowerPoint. So just some more so like background knowledge, so that like what's an original image, and then what is the prime image, so whenever they're talked about in other places with transformation, they'll understand. Just looking at different types of transformations in real life, so we have like reflection and rotation, translation, and so there's a ton of examples as you scroll through. Like this would be a rotation, this is a reflection, this would be a translation, just moving one image anywhere else. And so that's there, just to give them a general overview of what they'll be doing. And then come back here, and we have this next PowerPoint. I don't need to go into it, it just has more specifically what the rules are for transformations and how to do your own transformation. And then I specifically made this video, the transformations with coordinates video, so that they could see the key points that I want the students to get out of the PowerPoint. And so I'll go ahead and play that. I did this as a video so that I could show some examples as well. Hello, I am going to be going through this PowerPoint to pick out some key elements that I want you to notice. And the PowerPoint before this one, it is to look generally at what a transformation is and how to tell the difference between different transformations. However, this one, so here I'm explaining what I just explained as well, so that the students have an idea of like, what is my thought process, why am I having this video that's shorter, and what was the point of having those 2 different PowerPoints. One is to look more at the rules. And so when you are given an image and you're asked to transform it, what is the easiest way to do that? And the easiest way for me to use that is through rules. However, you can just look at the image as well, and you have examples of that in other videos below this PowerPoint. Okay? And so I want to look at first translation. So I'm going to come down here, working with translations. Okay? So this is what we're given right now, is these coordinates, okay? And so basically what it looks like, I'm going to give you an example. Translation is you have the original image and you're just moving it anywhere, wherever it tells you, okay? And so right here it tells you in blue, translate the coordinates 5 units down and 1 unit to the right. So every single coordinate you will do that. However, using the rule, which is right here, and so in this one I'll just continue to go through the rule to explain it. And I would do that with the reflections and with rotations, how to specifically use it. And like another reason why I use that video is to kind of give an example in real life too, where I was like holding up my phone. And then, as I said before, I have all of these different videos to give different examples, and they're all like about 5 minutes long. And then I have my assignment, and so down here is where the assignments turn in, and here is where I'm explaining the assignment, and I have the documents so that the assignment can be done. And so you look right here. Oh yes, so you would download these 3 documents so you can see it more clearly. The students will. And what I have them do is they will use these 3 documents, and so there's about 6 questions per document. Like the first one's just translation, second one reflection, and then rotation, so they can just focus on those different ones. But what I'll have them do is I'll have them write down their own answers on their own sheet of paper, and like so writing out a coordinate plane and putting both the original image and the second image that they made, making sure they're labeling everything, and then putting out what just the different coordinates for every point that they put down. And so down here as well, I said, so what they'll do is they'll take pictures of their work and then plug it into a Word document on a computer, and then that's how they'll submit it into the transformation assignment. And so I have that said down here. But each question should have a coordinate plane with 2 images. Every point should be labeled, and I gave an example of how they should be labeled. And then every point will be written out to the side of the coordinate plane. And so it'll be written out like this, okay? And that is my assignment. One last thing is my discussion posts. I had that before all the other videos. So after they do their review, they have their discussion topic. And in this topic, I asked them, I want you to discuss times when transformations can be used. So there's so many different ways transformations can be used, especially if you're in photography. And so I'm sure there's people who are in photography, but also construction, architecture, any sort of like kind of artsy thing. Transformations can be used, but even just in daily life, posting pictures on Facebook. And so I want you to share anytime you have used a transformation or wanted to. And so like what type they would use, they already have used before they did this lesson. And then as well, I put, as I would with any discussion board, to say that use this discussion board for any questions you have about this lesson on transformation, so that I'll be able to interact with my students and help them out in any way that they're lacking, in case I am lacking in any way in this lesson, to explain something more deeply or in a different way for a student to understand. Thank you.